Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, all of us want to move forward, all of us want to develop, all of us want to prosper, all of us want to be a great and a good human being. All of us want to be respected by the people. By all of us want to hold a prominent place in the society. And all of that is fine. Nothing is bad in that. It is quite natural. It is our right as well, but obviously we do have to become practical, and we will only be able to achieve all that if at all we are on the right path, if at all we are on the right path, if at all we are doing the right sort of thing, and if at all we are avoiding the wrong sort of things, the bad sort of thing, if at all we are avoiding all that, it means that we shall inshallah be able to achieve all that. Now, there are certain things, certain habits in our life, in my life, in your life, which are actually helping us to become what we want to become, to reach where we want to reach, to achieve what we want to achieve. But there are certain other things which are actually counterproductive, which are not only wasting our time and energy, rather these are having quite a negative effect upon our struggle, upon our endeavor to achieve what is needed to achieve, to become what is needed to become. Dear friends, these are called the bad habits. Some of these are totally and openly a bad habit. Another some of these are not apparently a bad habit. These are apparently innocent and not malign at all. But not malign at all, but dear friend, actually these are harming, and these are actually becoming a hurdle on our way to success, on our way to achievement. Today we are going to discuss those things which are not allowing us to move forward, to develop, to prosper, to progress. So that is the topic of today's discussion, and it we will be taking it like, if you stay attached to these 10 things, if you stay attached to these 10 things, you won't move forward in life. If you stay attached to these 10 things, you won't move forward in life. While we do have to move forward in life, while we do have to achieve and to prosper and to progress and to be a great human being. So we need to know actually what are those things. If at all we stay attached to these will not allow us to move forward, to develop, to achieve, to go forward. So we need to identify it first, and once it has been identified, then actually we need to remove it from our life. If we fail to remove it from our life, what is going to happen then? I think that we will not be able to develop at all. We will not be able to achieve what is needed to achieve. What are those 10 things? Let's look upon all of those 10 things one by one. First of all, it is the your past life decisions, your past life mistakes, your past life blunders, your past life destruction. All of that is gone. It does not exist anymore at all. So I think we need to leave it. We need to come out of that. We don't need to live in that trauma. If at all, we have learned certain lessons which we must have learned, and these lessons should be kept with us so that we will not be repeating those mistakes again, not for a second time at all. Otherwise, we don't need to live in the past at all. Living in the past, it is a kind of guarantee that we will not be able to live in the present. We will not be able to do what is needed to do today in the present. And if at all this be the case, what will be the accumulated result? It will be a total failure. We don't have to live in the past at all. We do have to live in the present. But as for the past is concerned, that experience, the experiences of the past must not be wasted at all. We should learn, and we should keep this learning. The important lessons we have got, this must stay with us throughout our life. Number two, a negative self image. Self image was, first of all, we need to understand that the self image, I think it is a kind of map where we are going. It is a kind of route we have charted, either consciously or maybe unconsciously. And let me tell you, whatever our self image is, I think we will be doing automatically, effortlessly we will be doing the same sort of thing. And if at all, unfortunately, the self image is a negative one, if our self image say that I cannot leave the smoking, we will keep smoking throughout our life. If at all the self image says that I fail to get up early in the morning and I do sleep very late, if our self image says that I am a bad tempered person, if our self image say that I cannot speak the truth all the time, so if our self image says that I can't take care of myself, so all of these are absolutely negative thing. And this form a negative self image. every self neg- self every negative self image is actually the biggest ever hurdle on our way to success. We must have to convert our self image from the negative to the positive. We must have to say every positive thing. We must have to say, we must have to think, we must have to think positive, even more positive thing about ourselves. And that will become, if at all it is repeated very frequently, very often, for a longer period of time, it will become our self image. And whatever the self image is, we will automatically, effortlessly, undeliberately, we will be trying to move on the same route. We will be trying to become a same sort of person. Number three, misaligned motivation. What is that? That is actually the conflicting goal. While the truth is that if at all the goals of conflicting, I shall never be able to move forward to develop at all, because every development is hurting the other development. So in that context, we must understand that all of my goals must be helping and cooperating each other, should not be, must not be in conflict with another goal. If this be the case, it will mean that development on the one side will automatically will be undoing the development on the other side. So there must not be misaligned, so there must not be misaligned motivation. Rather, these our goals should be in alignment, in consonance with each other. Number four, social norms. It is actually trying to please everybody. Actually, this is the worst thing ever, because we will never be able to please everybody, to make happy everybody. We have to we have to be disciplined enough. And while we are disciplined enough, while we are doing, trying to do whatever needs to be done, some of the people will not be happy with us, and we have to accept their unhappiness. If at all they don't like us, it should not be our trouble. But if at all one thing must be made clear: whatever we are doing, it must be an ethically, a morally okay, and we should be a person of the good manners. Otherwise, more than that, it is not humanly possible to please everybody. Number 5, an idealized self mean perfectionism, for being perfect. No, never ever try to become a perfect person, because you will not be able to move forward if you want to achieve 100% of the mark in everything what you do. I think it is not possible. Nobody is a Everybody is not a genius. Everybody is not a super genius. Even the genius people might not be able to achieve the 100% mark in everything else, in their food, in their dressing, in their sleep, in their manner, in their social relationship. We cannot be a perfect person at all. Never ever try to be one. Rather, believe in the improvement. Try to improve gradually, no matter where we are. Even if at all we have attained 13% of the mark or 53%, whatever it is, we need to keep moving forward gradually but constantly. That should be our goal. But perfectionism must not be our goal at all. An idealized self must not be our goal at all. Number 6, an idealized view of the world. An idealized view of the world. What is this, by the way? Moaning and groaning. That the world should be like this, the society should be like this, the country should be like this, my town should be like this. There is no utopia at all. The utopian people, they don't move forward at all, rather they remain, disoriented. So if at all what we want be a practical human being, there is nothing like an idealized view of the world. Never ever take. Be as pragmatic, be as practical as possible. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? Why are they doing that? Let them do what they are doing. You should excuse me, you and I should do what I need to do, what you need to do. Be as pragmatic, as practical as possible. Do not look for the utopian society of the world. Number 7, instant gratification. What does it mean? That the people, some of the people are impulsive. They love, they want to be, want to gratify themselves instantly. Something comes to their mind for the sake of their own gratification. They want to do it instantly. They want to do it promptly. I think that that's not the right thing at all. The reason is it might not be a healthy one. If at all we control ourselves at that moment and tell ourselves that I shall be doing it after half an hour, after 1 hour, during those 30 to 60 minutes, I think many of those impulses will be gone. And the bad thing, the things which were going to hurt us in the long run, those things will automatically leave our mind, and we will be found doing the thing which were healthy or which were at least harmless. And instant gratification must be controlled. Number 8, overthinking decision. If at all I have to take a decision, you have to make a decision. Don't think, overthink. Try to do whatever good you can. Plan well, prepare well, talk to it to the people. But as for the overthinking about our decisions are concerned, we will become absolutely a useless person. We shall never be able to take an initiative. And if at all we want to take the initiative, we want to be practical, we want to execute, we want to start and execute the thing. Never overthink your decision, but still we need to think well. Excessive amount of thinking make us an absolutely impractical person who is never able to take the initiative. And ninth is the comfort zone. The comfort zone is one of the worst thing. And I think that anybody and everybody who want to stay in their comfort zone, they will never be able to develop, to move forward, to achieve what they wanted to achieve, to be where they wanted to be. It is the comfort zone which is the biggest enemy of our development and the prosperity. So we do have to be willing to do the unpleasant thing, the boring thing, the difficult thing. And all of these can only be done if at all we are mentally ready, prepared to come out of the comfort zone. The comfort zone will never allow us to develop, to move forward, to prosper, to progress. And the last and the 10th is unhealthy relationships. There are healthy relationships, relationship with the positive people, relationship with the disciplined people. That is really fine, and we will be able to get a lot from them. There are people who are self-indulgent, they are drug addict, and they people are very negative in their thinking. So if we are found sitting with these people, I think we too will become a person like them because of the osmosis effect. So we don't have to be with this type of the people. We can only make our relationship, continue our relationship, if at all they do take us as a teacher, as a mentor, as a somebody who is superior to them, who can instruct them, who can hold them somewhat accountable. Only then we should be able to make or to continue our relationship with these people. Otherwise it is far better to leave them and to be alone. And there is a very famous proverb or a phrase that man is known by the company he keeps. So always look for the healthy relationships, and not with an unhealthy relationships at all. So these were that was something really important and useful. If you stay attached to these 10 things, you won't move forward in life.